You might know that allergies have something to do with your immune system. Does this automatically mean that allergies are autoimmune diseases? While immune system and autoimmune disease might sound similar, there's an important distinction to make. But let's back up for a moment. So, what are allergies exactly? Sometimes your body might encounter an invader, whether it's soy or peanuts or cat hair. The immune system decides that this invader is a threat to your wellness, so it rises to the challenge and attacks the allergen. White blood cells called T cells release chemicals that travel through the blood and tell another type of white blood cell, B cells, to make IgE antibodies. Some of these antibodies then attach to yet another kind of white blood cell called mast cells. These cells live all throughout your skin and respiratory tract and have the important job of moderating the inflammation response of the immune system. This is ultimately why you have allergic responses, which might be rashes, a stuffy nose, itchy eyes, etc. It also helps explain why immune responses commonly involve the skin and breathing. While the immune system attacks that foreign substance, the reaction is still quite different from what we call autoimmune diseases. Now, what should you do if you suspect that you have an environmental or food allergy? The best way to determine what allergy you're dealing with is with a blood test. eNational testing offers allergies and sensitivities testing to check for the most common allergens, including cow's milk, egg whites, western ragweed, and various types of grasses. So, what is an autoimmune disease? Whereas allergic reactions happen when your immune system attacks a foreign substance that's not really dangerous, an autoimmune disease is when your immune system attacks your body itself. This might mean wreaking havoc on your cells, tissues, or organs. There are more than 100 known autoimmune diseases, including lupus, multiple sclerosis, psoriasis, and rheumatoid arthritis. Common symptoms of an autoimmune response include rashes, dizziness, fatigue, pain, and depression. Now, how can you get checked for an autoimmune disorder? Because there are so many different types of autoimmune disorders, there's no one test that screens for them all. However, various tests can offer insight, such as urinalysis, C reactive protein or CRP, complete blood count or CBC, anti nuclear antibody or ANA tests, and an advanced metabolic health panel. So, are allergies and autoimmune diseases the same thing? No. Allergies and autoimmune diseases are not the same thing. Allergies occur when the immune system reacts negatively to a foreign substance, and autoimmune diseases occur when the immune system fights the body. So, the distinction is what specifically the immune system is responding to. What allergies and autoimmune diseases do have in common is that with both, the immune system overreacts to something that it shouldn't, something not truly threatening. Additionally, genetic variants can play a role in both, although research on how genes might play a role is ongoing. Okay, so are people with allergies more likely to have an autoimmune disease and vice versa? Indeed, there is some research suggesting that if you're more prone to allergies, you might be at an increased risk of also having an autoimmune disorder and vice versa. As an example, one study found that individuals with allergic rhinitis had a substantially higher risk of systemic lupus, an autoimmune disorder, compared with individuals without allergic rhinitis. Another meta analysis found that people with atopic dermatitis, like eczema, which can be triggered by an allergy but not necessarily caused by it directly, were at a higher risk of various autoimmune disorders such as Crohn's disease, vitiligo, ulcerative colitis, celiac disease, alopecia, and SLE. What this could potentially mean is that autoimmune diseases and allergies share certain genetic and or environmental factors that contribute to their development. However, importantly, we can't yet say that there is a direct relationship between autoimmune disorders and allergies. Furthermore, there's a fairly significant discrepancy in the number of people with autoimmune disorders. About 50 million Americans, according to the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences, and those with at least one allergy, more than 100 million Americans per Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. So, having an allergy does not automatically mean that you will develop an autoimmune disorder, and having an autoimmune disorder does not mean that you'll experience an allergy. There is a difference in severity too. While we don't want to make blanket statements, we'd be remiss if we didn't address the difference in severity between allergies and autoimmune disorders. Allergic reactions usually aren't serious. Rarely are they life threatening, although they can be. Autoimmune disorders, on the other hand, need prompt treatment and management because they can seriously affect your quality of life. For instance, autoimmune conditions like lupus and psoriatic arthritis can increase your risk of heart disease. Crohn's disease can cause substantial abdominal pain and bloody stools. Lupus can make the joints swollen and painful. As we've discussed, there are ways to get tested for environmental allergies, food allergies, and autoimmune disease. Learn more about eNational Testing's Allergies and Sensitivities panel, which include a basic food sensitivity panel, a comprehensive food sensitivity panel, a celiac panel, and an environmental allergen profile panel. To learn more about an autoimmune response, you might find our Advanced Metabolic Health Panel helpful. It offers insight into many important substances in the body, including magnesium, complete blood count or CBC with differential, hemoglobin A1C, thyroid health, and much more. eNational Testing has more than 2,700 locations across the United States. After placing your order online, you'll instantly receive your order form. From there, choose the testing center most convenient for you. We even offer same-day service. Should you have questions after your test, you can follow up with a clinician. Order your lab work today.